Okay, so we are live now. So even though we're
Hello,
live,
everyone.
you can see down here on my screen, this is what everyone else sees. Do you see that?
Yeah,
They don't
I
actually
see that.
see what, they don't actually see my desktop. They don't see my
Nice.
desktop until I switch them over to the view that I want them to see.
Right. Yeah, it's very similar to how I did with Minicam. So,
And with that key combination, I might confuse people, but I can hold down this key combination and hit this, and it actually switches over, and now that's what they see. Do you see this down here?
where? Yeah, I see it now.
So we're not in an intermission, but that's what it's recording and telling everybody else. So I'm actually going to go to my other software and I'm going to get everything ready while it's on that screen.
Okay.
And I'm ready. So then I'm going to switch to the screen so you can't see it. But no, that's not what I want. Well, this software is assuming that I'm hitting that key combination for here.
Yeah.
All right, but it's live now. It's working.
Okay.
Okay, so today what we are doing is talking about how to get clients for a business. So we are going to open up, we have a whole platform which we are calling proposal management in our company. And inside of here, I've already put together a lot of tutorials. I've put together a lot of proposals, and I've put together some links. And mainly, my end goal with this particular video, I want to show people how you need to be casual and you need to be just interested in getting clients. Um, if you look at all the time people waste on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, if you took that time and just did what I'm doing in this video to go get clients, you'd get a ton of clients. Um, okay, so let's look at the Dow Learning website. I think what we're going to do today is we're going to get a grant to fund one of our education projects. And then we're going to go into the backend system. So we are using TLI. We have our own Dynamics board over here. And then inside of that, we have the nonprofit hub. So let's actually go to our RFP management area. And you don't have to follow me, Lyra, on this. You can just
Okay.
watch. You can just watch along.
Okay.
Okay, so right now in our pipeline, these are all the various responses that the government wants. And I'm looking at what is in here. I was going to be lazy and I was just going to hit the open in Excel online so I could fill this out and put 20 in here at a time. But I guess I'll take my time with it. Okay, so we'll go to new and we are going to create a new grant. Okay, so let's go to grants.gov. Well, let's go here. We're in our proposal management board, and if you don't know where to get these, let's go and look at grant resources. And right there is grants.gov. So let's click on it, open that up, and we're going to look for some grants. So this can be a very quick process. This could get funding for your company within a week. It doesn't take very long. So let's just type in a few keywords like education. And then the posting date was this date, and then it ends on that date. So I'm not, well, I guess we can put a lot of these in. Let's check that guy out. Yeah, we've read this one before in the company. So that one's definitely appropriate for us. Have you seen this one, Lyra? Disappeared, huh? Okay, so here the name, I'm going to call it NSF STEM Education. And the scope, I don't know how big this project is. I think this is nationwide. Actually, I think they'll fund whatever you want them to fund. Where are we? Okay, so the scope of it. Let's make it a national project. And the planned start date, they're going to stop this. Deadlines. So it's posted on the 7th. And we have to post it up by this date. Okay, so the planned starting date. Actually, I think they had it on there. No, these are deadlines. Yes, let's put December 4th. Okay, so let's go to December 4th. Planned start date. And planned end date. Let's go to the 2020. Yeah, we'll do both levels. So I've already read through this. This has like 50 pages in it. So it's not like I just know off the top of my head. Okay, so December 4th, 2020. Planned end date. Objective. Yeah, so this is STEM education, so our objective should be STEAM literacy. So I'm just going to grab a little tiny paragraph out of here, and I'm going to paste it into here. Okay, goal information. Partner with NSF to increase STEAM literacy in USA. Okay, so then let's do stuff over here. We hit this drop down category. It's a response, because this is called an RFP, a response for proposal, and this is the actual response wanted. You disappeared.
I disappeared. I didn't notice that my microphone was muted.
Sure.
So
Okay.
I was speaking.
Oh, really?
But you couldn't hear me.
Okay, so I feel good with all of this. Then let's save it. Okay, after I saved it, now it builds it into an entire project. So now that it builds it into a project, let's go back to that grant and let's look at the documents, related documents. So it says there's no attached files. And the reason for that, the National Science Foundation that's in charge of this, they don't play very nicely with grants.gov. They don't like to use the grants.gov platform. They want you to look directly on their own website. So I'm going to go to their website, and here's their program. So it actually has a PDF file. So let's download their PDF. It's 15 pages. That's not bad. I like this program because it's very short and concise, and they have tons of money. And they're pretty much saying, if you have a good idea for STEM education, we want to hear about it, and we have tons of funds for that. But give us your idea and show us how we can best efficiently use our funds. And they've had this program ongoing for years. We missed the last deadline that they had. And you see that the project was posted on September 7th. So that was about a month ago.
Right.
We were actually looking at this over the summer, and they actually had the deadline for like August 1st. And over summer, our website wasn't up and running yet. We didn't have the whole platform ready, so we just didn't feel really ready to apply for this in the summer.
I
But
see.
but now we're fine. This is going to be a long-term one. They have to give everybody the opportunity until December before they're going to make their decision. So this isn't one that we're going to make money on immediately. So the teams that need money immediately, they shouldn't really care about this. But at least for today, what we can do, it doesn't take that much time. I mean, I'm almost done with it. I already uploaded it in here. I put the planned start date, so now people can see when we need to get this submitted by. And the last thing
Okay.
that I want to do, did I download that folder, that file already? I think I did. Let's go and look in our downloads to see. Nope, I don't see it here.
Let's download it.
Where's even the... Oh, this is it. I just didn't hit the download button. Okay, so I hit download, and it asks where I want to put it. So just put it in your normal downloads folder, and it says NSF 19601. I'm going to call it NSF underscore STEM literacy, because they actually don't want you to really do their program. They want you to present a program back to them. So we need to brand our own programs, and ideally we provide those funds go towards an existing program that we have. And we do have a beautiful STEAM literacy program that can go for.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we downloaded that, let's go to the related folder here, and let's go to documents.
Okay.
And it's going to load all the documents, which we obviously don't have any yet. And then I'm going to do an upload. So in our downloads, yeah, NSF STEAM Literacy has the whole file open, and okay. Do you hear my birds?
Yeah, they are loud.
Yeah, they are really loud today.
They get excited. They might find some food.
Okay, so now we have that file in there. So now this one's pretty much all set. If we go back to our pipeline, and voila, there she is.
Yay!
So it's a national project. We have to start it by December 4th. We have a nice little description in there. The objective is on there. I put the title in of kind of who it's from. And then if you click into it and you go to the related documents, you can actually get access to that PDF file. I think one more thing we should do, if the description allows me to, I want to copy this whole paragraph, because that's actually the description. I don't know if that's too many characters. This only holds a certain amount. And deadlines. So I'm looking at if the word and deadlines. I don't think that's the end of this. Let's go back and look. Oh, nope, it is. And deadlines. Okay, so it looks like it did upload all of that in here. Okay, and then at the top, I'm also going to put a link of how to access this. And you can't just take this link here. It doesn't work that way. You have to go up here and click link. And that gives me the exact link over to this project. Did you die?
No, I can't really see your cursor moving. It's like I'm not sure where are you clicking. I think just the video is delayed. So I'm not
Really?
sure what you're clicking.
Ghost mouse.
Yeah. Ghost mouse.
Okay, so description, that. And I think we're good. I'm just going to click away and close this out and go back to response. Okay, so we have one. Let's go back and let's look for other education opportunities.
Yeah, because right now I can only see like the web page on grant.gov.com, and I think you were working on the DS Dynamic 365. Now you are moving on to a new search page, right?
Well, I'm going to stop sharing my screen with you.
Okay.
And then why don't you go to...
The stream
Yeah,
link.
yeah.
Okay, that might be better.
It's going to be delayed, though. You're going to be 15 seconds behind. Your audio is going to be synced, but your video is not. But that's fine.
Okay. Okay. Well, I might have to put VPN on in order to watch it. Yeah, it's a Facebook link, so
No, I have
it's not
YouTube,
Facebook.
Facebook, Twitch. It's on the
Yeah.
Developer Dojo. There's tons of different places.
All right.
Okay, regional advancement and capability enhancement. And is that Department of Defense? DoD? Let's check it out. Yeah, the Air Force. Basic research. I don't think we're going to do that one at this time. So let's go back. Food security activities in Zimbabwe. Service delivery. Algae blooms. This one's cool, but I don't know where Kabul is. Let's check out Kabul. Afghanistan. Well, we do have some staff close to there. Yeah, we could do that actually. We have staff really close to there. Kabul. And where's the other place? Nangarhar provinces. Kabul. Yeah, we have staff right there actually. So let's check that one out. Well, let's read into it first. Complement ongoing projects, improve the conditions of the juvenile, and help Ministry of Justice rehab and integrate the juveniles in conflict with the law. So it's offering 400,000. I guess I didn't put the money on this guy over here. I don't even have a area here that talks about money. Maybe we should add a form field in that says budget. Call dropped. So 400 Gs, it's posted then. They need a response by November 8th. And they're right in where we have some staff. Let's look at the related documents. That might be a little too hands-on for us.
Thanks for calling Dow Learning Institute. This is Miss Lai.
Got our voicemail. Alright, let's read up on this. Narcotics and Law Enforcement Affairs. 42 pages. Man, that's a lot to read through and respond by in a month. I mean, we could do it. So the desired results. Increase the chances that they will pretty much get back and integrate into community. Wonder how many people are there. Wonder how good their internet is over there if they can do our online programs. Well, it's good enough to check into. We have staff that's close enough. So I will put that form in. Let's do it. Okay, so the synopsis, let's get the link. And let's make a new one. Okay, so put that link in there. Put this in there. We have other proposal management software that we use. We just don't like them. They're all proprietary. You have to pay for them. I mean, we pay for this software too. This is Dynamics 365, and we've customized it. And we're using the nonprofit accelerator, and we've customized it to use what we call our ROAR method, the ROAR. So you have a response, an objective, an activity, and resources. So we have customized this, and this is just the pipeline area. And then once we actually start on a project, it moves on to the award area. So we have our ROAR awards, and we have our ROAR pipeline. And the budgets kind of go into both of those. When we have pipeline budgets, just conceptual budgets, but then we have active budgets. And we have some cool results and indicators that we've set up, all using the nonprofit accelerator. Okay, so the name of this guy. Was that the name? Nope, that's the agency. How do you spell Afghanistan? A-F-G-H. Okay, they probably want to start that pretty soon. So let's start it by December 1st. For 400 Gs, let's go. Wonder how long they want to go on that. What they even say. I'm gonna have to ask our crew that lives over there. 24 months. The period of performance is 2 years, with an anticipated start date in December. Yes, I was right. So when we put this together, I'm just doing it very quickly. We don't actually know the exact numbers. So December 1st, 2021. Objective. Let's look at our various objectives. I think STEAM literacy is going to be appropriate. Okay, so we have juvenile rehab in Afghanistan. It starts then. Okay, and the goal information. This is in, yep, it's a pipeline. We're on the response part of it. This is the parent project. The goal info. I think it makes sense very easily what they're working on. I'm just getting some random stuff out of here. Okay, and let's pop it in. And let's save it. After we save it, we now have a related area. We can go to documents. And let's take this NOFO. NOFO stands for Notice of Funding Opportunity. So if you want a funding opportunity, this is a great way to find them. You go and download NOFOs. And then you respond to the NOFOs. Do you want to replace it? Oh, I already downloaded that. Okay. So let's go back over here. Is she back online? Restarting my computer. Okay, let's add a new document. Whoops, upload a new document. Choose. And we have this guy. Enter. Okay. Alright, so in doing all of this, this is the first time I've really used our new software that we've built. I'm realizing that we need to add in here a few things. We need to add in the deadline that's needed. That way we can categorize these more appropriately on which ones we need to respond to the quickest. And that's going to be easy. We just have to add a form field in here. So let's go back to the responses, and now we have 3. Yeah, it's a little bit deceiving because it looks like we can start that in December, but we actually have to reply to that by November 8th. And I'm not going to put a ton in here. We still have a small team on the proposal management end, but this should be enough to get them excited to start working on these. And our website's up and rolling now. I mean, you see the website here. We show all of our projects. Looks really good. Okay, next, let's go back and let's look for another. So today, essentially what I'm doing, I'm going to be filling this out. I'm going to get about 5 of these and put in there. And then I'm going to oversee the quality control for the team. I'm going to save these videos to share with the proposal searchers. I call them detectives. Because it is a lot of detective work looking in here to see how to do this stuff. Okay, so Chesapeake Bay Program Office. The cool thing about our program, we're doing so much online with digital education that it really opens us up to work all over the world. National Artificial Intelligence. So we have until January.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I think it might be easier if I just watch the streaming, like the screen share on Microsoft, on Teams here, because the rest of the platform will require me to connect on VPN, and it's not a good time right now.
All right, well, I'll choose my desktop then, and I'm sharing with you again.
Yeah.
But I am streaming. When I share my screen with you this way, it essentially means I'm streaming to two different platforms at the same time. So
Right.
I've done it before.
I know.
I just don't know if it's going to work very well. But what we can do in the future is I will offer this as an actual meeting, as an actual class, and
Okay.
then it'll be easier for our Microsoft community. Everybody can access.
Okay.
So really, all those other platforms require you to be on a VPN.
Yeah, YouTube. I was trying developer dojo as well.
That takes you
It
to
was really
Twitch.
slow to Twitch. Then I need VPN for Twitch.
Let's see. There's Mixer. There's DLive.
Mixer.
Let me
Not sure about
DLive.tv. You want to check that link out?
Maybe. Sure. Yes, I made the link of it.
Oh, I don't even know what my link is over here. My channel.
It's annoying.
Here it is. It says I'm offline. I'm not offline. I'm online right now.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm rolling. Well, maybe I haven't set up. Maybe I haven't set up my stream over here. Okay, well, what else am I on? Let's go look at my restream.
Mister?
Mixer, yeah. Facebook,
Yeah.
Mixer, DLive, LinkedIn. I don't think I'm on LinkedIn, actually.
LinkedIn, I definitely don't need VPN. I'm afraid the rest of them I do.
Mixer, did you try it?
Let me try Mister.
My username is Mr. Hackney everywhere. I mean, if you go to Mixer and
Mixer.com.
maybe just slash Mr. Hackney. You are live. Tell friends. Embed. Tell friends. Copy. Cool. So that was an easy copy link.
Mister. It's loading. Hopefully it'll go through. Mister.
Here's the link it gave me to copy to people. Let me go back and look at my Mixer. Get embers. Broadcast dashboard. Broadcast. I'm pretty sure I'm streaming here. Oh, there we go. Now it took me to my channel. You are live.
Yay.
Yeah, and it's showing me. We're going to have a replay effect. All right, I'm going to get off that screen. Well, let me know if that does work, and I will kick off my screen sharing I'm doing with you.
I'm afraid it's not working because it's loading, but it's very slow.
Okay, well,
So
let's do it another way. I'm going to stop sharing. Let's hop off this call, and let's turn this into a meeting.
All right.
And then we can share that meeting in the Sandlot chat as well. And I would recommend, I mean, I know it's 11 p.m. in Asia. Really, if the girls want to get involved and do proposal management and they want to help get contracts, then they need to watch this stuff.
They do.
They need to get excited about this and realize this is how they can grow our company. This is how they can grow any company. When someone comes to you and wants money, they say, help me on marketing, help me bring in more clients. This is the way to do it. This is the official way big companies do it. So, and they can't get intimidated by it. That's one reason I'm doing these screen shares and making it casual. You can't feel like this is a very serious area of business that only very professional people do. It doesn't take that hard of work. You go on here, you search for stuff. It's not hard.
Right.
Okay, so I'll cancel this, and then you be in control of sharing this with other people in the platform.
Okay, no
that'll
problem.
reduce the amount of time we have to train them in the future. All right, so I'll hang up and I'll add you to the meeting.
Okay.
So yeah, guys, if you really want to interact with me and learn firsthand, then I do suggest the way to get access to this platform with me is you go to ignitecuriosity.org. So I'll show you that site, ignitecuriosity.org, and you start your journey or you register. And if you are working with one of our coaches, you can register and you can be underneath one of our coaches using their invite code. If you don't have an invite code, then go to Start Orientation. And on the orientation, you're actually going to learn about just the right protocols, the right etiquette. So you can open this workbook here. She's waiting on me to call her. Let me get back and call her. Okay, I'll put it in the welcome group. So everybody in the welcome group has access. I'm going to do a meet now. And we are talking about getting clients in business. And we're going to meet now. So it's calling Lyra. And then we are going to copy our join link. And let's go to our chat. We have a Sandlot chat group that we just let everybody, all the new people, get access to this one before we move them on to various teams.
Hello again.
Hello. Okay, so I shared it in Sandlot.
Yeah.
But you can also talk with people individually. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen, am I?
No,
okay, so share and my whole screen. Well, I was telling people that are watching, they can go to Ignite Curiosity. They can click on your journey starts here and open the workbook. So when you click on that, it's going to open up OneNote. And then you can learn a lot about the different objectives that we have that we desire in our community. So you learn what curiosity is, you learn what the SMILE method is, you learn about Hive mentality, Office 365, and soft skills. So we're not really interested in bringing people onto the community and giving anybody access. But if you follow these rules and then you pass our quiz at the end to show that you know how to work with us at a high level, then we're more than happy to give you the opportunity to do internships, job shadowing, and even get career opportunities with us. Doesn't matter what country you're in, doesn't matter what degree you have. If you show passion and an excellence for etiquette and business communication skills, then you can have opportunities with us. Okay, so I'm closing a lot of my tabs out.
Okay.
I just found one from Afghanistan. I don't think you were on here when I found that one. It's actually really close to where our crew is over there. So I thought it might be a good project for them. And they have a lot of kids that went to prison or whatever, went to jail, whatever you call it, juvie jail. And they're trying to rehabilitate the kids back into society. And they want somebody to help them on education, especially when they're in and out of, bad situations. So I think that's very easy. If they have internet access, that's super easy for us. If they don't have internet in that area, that's going to be a lot harder for us. Because I wanted to just work with the kids online and get our coaches to mentor them online. But I know the surrounding towns around there, they definitely have a lot of internet. Okay, so anyway, I moved on away from that one, and I found one talking about artificial intelligence. And I'm just going to see if it has anything to do with what our company does. Because, they're giving out $100 million. And we don't need that much. But we can see if they have anything that would apply with us. AI has advanced tremendously. I'm assuming it's just doing anything in particular with AI. Enable research through AI research institutes. Yes. 2 tracks, planning and institute tracks. Well, we have to see if we qualify. Non-profit, may only be submitted by the following: non-profit, non-academic. Okay, so we do qualify for that. Who are you typing to over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, so I think this one should be artificial intelligence literacy within our company. Teaching people that through the developer dojo how they can get involved in AI.
Did you fill out that form we got from Omrom?
No, I did not.
Okay.
It's your job. Why do I gotta do it?
I thought you said you were going to fill out that form.
Why do I gotta do it?
Because you said it would take you like 5 minutes or something, like an hour to fill out like a form. Took me one day. You said you are going to do all of this, filling out thing. I just need to find the forms.
Okay, so I'll do it after I. What I like to do is I like to get about 10 at a time, and then I'll go in and fill all 10 of them out.
Okay. Yeah, that would save a
I just like to get my brain in one mode and say, okay, I'm in
right.
research mode right now. Okay, I'm in writing mode right now. It works well for me. I mean, I might switch it day to
Yeah,
day. Yesterday I was making commercials, today I'm doing proposals. Okay, so
right.
this artificial intelligence, it's a global project. I'm going to put in here too. I think it's the National Science Foundation. Who's funding this? Yeah, NSF. So NSF means National Science Foundation.
Okay. I think today I'm in a wisdom mode.
What does that mean?
Means that just kind of wanna chill out and get inspired.
I think this is going to fall under STEAM literacy. Artificial intelligence. Well, I wonder if we have our research one in here. Expanding boundaries, that's what it was. Yeah, expand boundaries. That's our idea, just to seek new opportunities in life, do research in crazy areas. So, trustworthy AI, foundations of machine learning, AI-driven innovation in agriculture, AI augmented learning. Okay, so I'm actually going to share this with Zane.
Okay.
Because he's doing a lot of work right now in agricultural and food services.
Right.
He's building platforms for them. Create literacy into AI for a global audience. Go back to general. We have the link in there. Okay, save it. And now we're going to get the document for it. And download the PDF. Hit the download button. We're going to rename it to AI AI STEAM literacy. And I guess I'll keep the name of the actual PDF in there. Then go back here, go to related, documents, upload, choose file, AI STEAM literacy, and open, and okay. All right, so we got 3 so far. We've been on here maybe 40 minutes, and we got 3.
Mm-hmm. Great. That's pretty quick, actually. I mean, by going through that many information.
So I categorized these to the posted date. So they're the most recent ones. How about we do close date? Oh my gosh, 2028. Let's scale it back. Let's go to page 3, page 4. Maybe I can filter just by the date. I might have to do an advanced update date range. No, that didn't help. I want to find the ones that might be closing in October in this month. Is it even looking for the right keyword? I don't think it is. No, it is. Really, there's this many on there? That's a lot.
This many of what?
Proposals. This many things they want to fund that have to do with education. I'm on page 14, and each page looks like it has 25. So 25 times 14, 25 times 14, 350. There are 350 education programs in the future for funding.
Wow. That's a lot.
And that's probably just ongoing. They probably always have about 300, 350. And as soon as one's funded, they'll just go ahead and do the next one. So I want you to find some like this one, English Access Micro Scholarship Program. That looks like it might be small, and you might be excited to do something more small that's worth 50 grand, 150 grand. So I'm going to hold down control when I click on this because I don't want to have to struggle to get back to page 14.
Okay.
And my control didn't work. It opened it up anyway. Yeah, so like I said, it's not very much money, 130 grand. And it's probably going to be easy to understand. But it is in Nairobi. Now that's Africa. We could help Nairobi, but it's just going to be harder for us. But what you could do is you could get a teacher out of Nairobi to work underneath of you and to carry out this program. So they would meet you on here. They would get all of their students logged in on here. And then we can oversee what they're doing. But first, let's just see what it does. So to be eligible, yeah, we qualify. It has to be an NGO, a 501c3 NGO, which we meet that. Okay, so let's see what they want to have done. So they want us to reach the poor and disadvantaged youths in Nairobi and help them somehow with education. So that sounds easy for us, right?
Yeah. And I applied to the another foundation the other day, and their foundation has done has made effort to improve the education and help the disabled children at Antigua. Am I pronouncing that right? Antigua?
Antigua?
Yeah.
How do we spell Nairobi? I'll go back and look. I think instead of kids learning geography, they should get grants for international businesses. Because when I was a kid, man, I hated history class. I hated geography. I was like, this is so stupid. I don't care where those stupid countries are. and then when I got older and I started hiring people, I'm like, whoa, I can get a cheap worker over in that country. What's that country called? What language do they speak? What's their flag?
All right.
Then I got very interested in it.
All right. Yeah, I love history and geography when I was a kid.
Well, I just think it's crazy. You have kids that you have them, you're telling them to study stuff that they don't have any interest in. Like, it's not tangible. Why should I study ancient Egypt? How does that help me today in 2020? It just doesn't make sense. But if you study Egypt and you help get a grant to help teach the kids of Egypt, and then you're actually helping your school help the kids of Egypt, now that's
Right,
cool. That's different. And if your whole class has a mission to help out Egypt, and then you guys do Skype calls with kids in Egypt where you're actually teaching the kids, and then the kid says, hey, we're Egypt. We actually used to be the center of a lot of knowledge for the whole world. And then you, as a little 8-year-old, you'll be like, wow, I didn't know that. Let me research it. So then you have a reason to research that. I just think we waste so
right,
much time having kids research projects that it's just useless. Look at all the projects that they just go wasted. It's just for a grade. That's it. I just don't like that. Get off my screen. I need to see my top bar. Can't see up there. Come on, man. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Nairobi, planned start date. Original closing date, current closing date. Okay, so we only have 10 days for this guy. That's enough money. We could work with him for a year with this.
okay.
And STEAM literacy. So they've already funded a lot of different programs. And what they're essentially saying in these grants, you read in here, it says, we already have a lot of other programs that we've funded for the past 20, 30 years. So the ideal partner will utilize the partners that we've already made, the programs we've already made, but at the same time, they'll be innovative with how they supply new programs. So that's why we're positioned really well. We're really innovative. We're a new nonprofit,
Right,
and there's just not many companies out there that are using the resources we have.
right.
Okay, so gotta go to related documents and full announcement. I'm only going to get one document here. I actually don't want to upload every single document into this, at least not at this point.
Okay.
I want to get the NOFO. See that right there? It says NOFO.
Right.
The NOFO is the main document that you're always looking for.
No photo. All right. I'll keep that in mind.
Okay, if I go to general, I forgot to put the link on here, so let's paste that link in. It looks sloppy now. We need a another form field on here that says link. And then documents, upload, choose file, downloads, and here it is. So they have actually a Word document. They're normally PDFs. I wonder why the source is MS Teams. It's interesting. They've all been saying that. All right, I'm going to open up the Kenya document.
Okay.
I just want to check it out. I'm curious what's going on this program. Did it open already? Oh, it did. Notice the funding. So they want 50,000 to 130,000. Oh, they want 2 years for that much money? Oh my gosh, that is so little money. can hardly get
Oh
anybody
wow.
worthwhile to help for that little bit of money.
Right. For 2 years.
So 130 grand, there'd be 60 grand a year, but for a whole huge program that's going to help the youth. And the locals aren't really going to be much help for us. Okay, so we start it in 2019, and if we go until 2021, why? Oh, did I not choose? Then October of 2021. Okay. Go back to response. Okay, so we have 4 in there. I said I was going to get 5. Let's do 1 more. Good, I didn't lose my page 14. Okay, so these are some that have an ending date in 2 weeks. Let's go for some that have an ending date in 1 week. And some that haven't had 3 months posted. Like this one was posted a month ago. Maybe one of those guys. Because when they give you 3 months, like this one, they give you 3 months, it's usually a really big document. It's going to take a long time for me to put together. But when they just give you a month and a half, like this one, it's probably going to be a small program. So let's check it out. Minority education. The Minority Education, what's WT? Workforce Training Program. Collaboration amongst, look at all these stupid acronyms. MSI, MBE, DOE, Department of Energy. That's the only one I know. And they want to do STEM and energy fields. So that's us. Okay, and the original closing date was on the 7th, and they extended it to the 18th. So I wonder, you always have to wonder, why did they extend it? Did they not get as many applications in as they thought they would? Did they not like the people that went in? I don't know. So eligibility. So for-profit organizations are actually eligible, and small business. So you don't have to be a nonprofit for this guy. It's interesting, isn't it? Wow, and the information's on FedConnect. They actually have it over. But what's the number for it? Okay, they do have the NOFO here. See the NOFO? Even though they don't call it a NOFO, that's what it is. Notice of Funding Opportunity.
Notice of funding opportunity. All right.
Okay, so I downloaded that. And then, yeah, let's just read it first. It doesn't really say. Increase engagement and capabilities of underserved communities within STEM and energy fields. I think that's perfect for us. We can even put that one for the Mid-Ohio Valley. Let's check it out. Let's see what area we can put this money into. Total amount to be awarded. So they have 10 people they're giving $4 million to. And I think it was broken down, the ceiling's $470,000. So if they're giving it to 10 people, I don't think we should take more than $400,000 out of this whole program, just to make sure they can give to 10 people easily. Okay, so it's pretty much saying we have to be in SAM. Where to submit, electronic delivery. I just want to figure out, okay, maybe this, description. I don't even know what MSIs are. I'm going to research that. Masters of Science. I don't think it's... Going to be excited once people watch these little videos and see how I do this. Then they can realize, okay, that job's not that hard. I want to do that. Or, ooh, that looks like fun. I get to research stuff. And then, oh, here we go. Minority Business Enterprise. So how about we put this underneath of the Silk Women program, and we say that we focus on women businesses in STEM literacy, and even agile literacy.
Women, small businesses, and then STEAM and agile. Yeah, that sounds good.
Increasing the stakeholder awareness, outreach initiatives, improving participation. I don't know, do they consider women a minority? Are
I think
women
so.
considered MBE? I don't know if it does apply. Minority owned. Okay, so what if we made this... Like, let's look at all the people we have. You're Asian. We got Pakistanis, Indians. Donna's Romanian. What if we did say that we're made up of all of those people? Like, look here. It says minority group members are Asian, Black, Hispanic, and Native American. So how about we limit it even further to say we are doing, like, this funding alone is for Silk Women of the Asian, Hispanic, Black, and all of that communities.
Sure.
Romanian. What do you think?
Yeah, I like that. Does that make it give us like a better chance to bid the project?
Well, it even says it right here. I didn't even have to go and look for it. Increasing efforts for supporting greater inclusion of underrepresented and minority communities. African American, Hispanic, Native American, Asian American, Puerto Rican, Native Alaskan, to include women and veterans. Okay, so I think the Silk Women program's perfect for this.
Great.
And research projected long-term domestic STEM workforce needs. So yeah, we'll essentially teach the Silk Women to do STEM and get their Microsoft badges, utilize Office 365, blah, blah, blah. The purpose: receiving applications for new financial assistance. Okay, capacity building, strengthening the STEM capabilities by collaborating with the department's national laboratories and scientific facilities. So that's what we were wanting to do with Dr. McAleese anyway. We wanted to partner with her research facility and give our minority women, I want her to go on live stream when she's in the lab, and I want her to show people what a lab's like. And I want her to, people think being a doctor and being in a lab is just super serious, but she actually has a family of women there that have become her best friends that she goes and talks to every day. And people don't know that unless they get to see the back end. Like, she's messaged me because I told her, hey, do you want to come on board with this program? And she said, well, I have this doctor and this one and this one, and they're all her friends. She wants to bring her friends with her. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, so it supports 10-week research appointments. I'm just making sure we qualify for this.
Okay.
Objectives. Yeah, I think we're very well qualified for this. Isn't it cool that like what they're looking for aligns so well with what we do? I think that's awesome.
Well, I think you intentionally put a team together that it's
I did.
that is a lot more impactful.
It's not, yeah, it's not by chance. Well, now it says they anticipate making 3 awards for 1.4 million. A more geographically diverse pool of MSI students who major in high demand fields. Okay, well, what about. Okay, I like this even better. What if we brought the GHC girls into this and you specifically focused on the minority? I mean, they're women already.
Correct.
I think them being women already is enough. So if we focused on the GHC crew, because they're saying women, like minorities that are going for high demand fields, anything in STEM. And it says where it highly encourages teaming and consortiums. So we have a whole consortium. What do you think?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't put it in here yet, did I? So let's hit new. And what's this guy called? MEWT. They always give them nicknames, so it's NEWT. They have like $10 billion and they just give it a nickname. Like, what's going on with.
Really?
Yeah, what's going on with the Newt project? So, Newt. It's not just silk women. They're focusing on women entering, or minorities entering very high demand fields. Newt, STEAM. How about STEAM women? That way I understand when I'm looking at this that we need to make sure that we're pushing people at a really high level.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go back and get our link. So I only have a week to write this one. Maybe
That's
less.
perfect.
Fine, you only have a week to write this one. 6 days, man.
You have a week
6
just for
days.
you. Kick your butt.
Whatever. So why don't you put a posting out on GHC now? And will you tell
Okay.
them we have an opportunity to work with our nonprofit? They need to be American, though. We can't have a foreigner. Because I need somebody that's a minority that's American to help lead this project.
Is that legal to say that on the chat in the group? We want American citizen that is in minority category.
I'm pretty sure I have to do that. Let me Google it. Okay, so I'm going to paste it to you what we need.
Okay.
So this is the legal terminology. Be a lawfully admitted permanent resident. So they can't be a temporary resident.
Okay.
And we need this ASAP. I need to have this submitted by next week.
Okay. To lead the project, right? Or to participate?
Well, I can get someone like Jackie to lead it. But to be... Yeah, I'd like somebody to lead it. I'd like a minority to lead it. Donna could lead this too. Donna's minority. She's permanent resident. But I want a team. I don't just want one or two. And it would be nice if you personally have somebody inside the GHC community that commits to work underneath of you. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes.
Because this is a $1.4 million project, and I need whatever that was, I need a project manager that is a permanent resident of the U.S. And we can offer you an L2 later if we need this.
Okay.
Probably even based on this. So the planned start date is, what was it, the 18th? Next Friday. And the end date, oh my, they need more than that. 48 hours before the close date, I have to submit something else.
Oh, wow.
Submit a workspace. So I really have like 4 days for it. But whatever, I can do these pretty fast. Usually takes me a day for one. Okay, so I was just reading through what it all said on there. I was trying to figure out, that's what I was doing. Just figuring out what the end date was. I think I said it on the first page. Expected date for this. Nope, doesn't really say the end date. Don't see it in there. There's actually one really cool grant I want to get. It's not a grant, actually. It's a for-profit one for DAO management. It's to work with the New York Stock Exchange. They want...
That's a cool opportunity.
Yeah, they have like 50 businesses that they're allowing to be consultants and IT providers for the SEC. The SEC oversees the New York Stock Exchange and various financial currencies. I don't know if we're big enough for that. Maybe next year or the year after. I need people to get their solution architecture certifications. Like you would have to get your DevOps certifications. And once everybody's certified and we have a year or two experience under our belt serving big clients like that, then I want to do it for sure. But I don't mind bidding on it now. Okay, so I don't know the end date on this. I'm just going to leave it blank. And the objectives that... I don't know what the objectives... Silk women or STEAM literacy? I guess I can't put two objectives in here.
I just sent a short paragraph I just made. Anything else I need to add in there?
A call to action. What do you want them to do to work with us? You want them to go on Ignite Curiosity? Do you want them to email you? Just come up with some call to action.
Please email me for more infos.
I don't think I need goal info. Save that. Add the document in. I found a new feature on here for Dynamics. It looks like we can give people accounts for like $2 a month to get access to all of
That's
this.
cheap.
That's super cheap.
Right.
I hope it's true. I want to test it out on someone like Millette or whatever. See if they... And it said you can't add or edit leads. I don't know if it considers this custom thing that we made over here a lead or not. I have no idea. Okay, so it should be more than that. 1, 2,
Okay,
3, 4. Where's Newt? Oh, I didn't... Oh, man. Okay, so I have to change it to all. I didn't add Newt to the right folder. Here it is. Yeah, I didn't turn it into a response. There we go. Now it'll show up in the responses. Oh, I also didn't give it a region. Come on, man. It's a national project. It's going to be for America. Well, I feel good with this. So we have 5 in there. I'm going to start working on this next week to prep for all 5 of these.
Okay.
At the same time, I want to cover some other areas of bringing in projects.
Like what?
Like what? I don't know. Let's just play around with bringing in energy for the company. So you have a bullet list of ways to bring in energy, right?
Right.
Is it up on the proposal management page? Is it over here anywhere?
It's on my MS Planner.
So Paulina and Richie have notebooks in here. Welcome to the class notebook, collaboration space. How about we go into the proposal management notebook, and this is going to be kind of sloppy for now. And how about we just take notes in here, because I don't want you to be the only one that has access to that information. Because you need to realize how much action have you taken on that information?
Say it one more time.
How much action have you taken on that bullet list that I gave you? How many hours total have you put into it?
I would say like 2 days.
16 hours total?
Yeah, since you gave me out that.
Really? That's
that
quite
list.
A bit. Well, that's decent,
Right.
but you really should have somebody that works for you that, 40 hours a week, that's all they're doing, is working on that list. And the only way we can make that happen is if we make that public information instead of keeping it in your own personal task list. So try to really get away from personal task lists. People always think I own this information. This is a project for me and me only. But the more you share it with the rest of the team and you turn it into a team project, even your own personal stuff should still be a team project. You can always have an assistant help with anything. Did you die?
No, I just
Well,
have one of my employees asking me questions, so I got distracted. I'm sorry.
okay, so I want to go into the notebook here. I'm trying to see if there's any other place we should put this. Documents, OneNote. We can either make a Word document. Well, we can make a... If it's really sloppy and we just want to come up with ideas, let's put it in OneNote. If it's already formulated and it looks really nice, let's put it in Word. Or let's write an article about it. What do you think?
Yeah, why don't we do that?
Well, which one? Which one
I'm
do you think?
alive. Um, what are my options?
Man, I just told him. Gosh. You're live right now. People are going to realize. I mean, I guess it's midnight for you. Maybe that
Yeah.
can be an excuse. So I said OneNote if it's sloppy. I said Microsoft Word if it's organized. I think long term, if you go back to the home page on proposal management, I think that information that I gave you, I think it should be one of the news articles that we have over here. And instead of calling this news, I don't like that. I think it should be called getting started or...
I like SharePoint website better.
Okay, now it says getting started. It's not. We're not really going to store news over there. I don't think we are. So we can go to add and we can make a new post. And inside this post, we can call it gaining clients and resources. We might change it later. Okay, we're going to turn comments off. We're going to add in a text area here. And then hook me up. Where's your information? Paste it to me or something so I can put it in here.
1 second.
Then I'm going to add a photo in here so that this looks cool. That one's a pretty one. Might be too big. This is beautiful.
Okay, so create content.
Can you paste it in chat to me?
Yeah.
Or is it not really set up like that?
I have the bullet list. 1 second. Let me find it.
You got to go to these watermills in West Virginia sometime.
Why?
They're beautiful. You see the photo on my screen?
Oh,
You can
yeah.
barely see it. It's an old like wood
Pretty.
building and it has a little
Okay,
wheel
I
underneath.
just sent you the list.
Where? Why over there? Why in the welcome group? Just a weird place to put it. Because you put it in the meeting chat? Is that why?
Oh, yes.
Oh, in the meeting chat. I guess that's fine. I thought you actually went on the welcome team.
Yeah.
Gaining clients and resources. So let's paste that in here. And then let's somehow make sense of this instead of just the craziness it looks like right now. I'm looking for a quote. Half the money I spent on advertising is wasted. The trouble is, I don't know which half. Let's see if we can find a picture of it. I don't know if it allows me to just paste a photo in here. Looks like it might. Or it'll take a year. Come on. Have you heard that quote before? This here?
Say it one more time.
Half my advertising is wasted. I just don't know which half. Was that that you have heard of it?
No, I have not heard about it. Half my advertising is wasted.
Posted. Edit. Well, it did not get my photo and put it in. Maybe I can add... This stuff matters. People think that I waste time on... They're like, hurry up, dude. They're like, just hurry up and type stuff. But, like I said, business is art. So how I organize this is going to make people want to do it. So literally, the size of font you use, the spacing you use, if you add inspirational quotes into it, that all determines whether people want to participate or not. Okay, so now I have a quote area. Wonder whenever you said that.
I've never heard about that quote.
Sometime in the 1800s. 1922. Gonna put 1915 in. That looks cool, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like it. Good job.
I think that looks even better. Okay, to gain clients, we need to do outreach across multiple platforms and appreciate the idea that chaos creates structure. Okay, so then maybe make a bullet list. Well, they're already kind of bullets. Does not look good though. Maybe if I tab those out. Okay, so I have an idea. We have two different visions in the company.
Okay.
You know, we have two directions. We have the for-profit, we have the non-profit. And anybody that's in the sales department, they could actually be doing growth and expansion for either. Like, I don't care if they bring somebody in for profit or non-profit. I just want them to work with each area appropriately. So I think I want to take a photo of our Visual Studio, our Visio. We have a mind map here on Visio. Overview, business overview. Let's see if this one works. And then you can let me know if you think this will help or not.
Okay.
Okay, so can you see it?
Yes.
Do you think this will help to take a photo of this and put up on the proposal management page?
Can you make the map bigger so I can see the content on it, or do you want a different content on the map?
Well, I want this on there, I think.
I think this will help.
Is this too complex? Should we dumb it down to only the areas that they're going to get contracts for? That way the sales team has their own view.
I don't think so.
You don't
Maybe
think
we do, huh? Because there are some of them they don't even need to know, huh? So we can take like a few branch and
Okay,
them
so
on
let's
there.
right click, duplicate this. It's going to make a whole brand new page for it. And let's rename it to sales. Okay, so we have the curiosity community that's in the middle. Or do we call that the focus hive that's in the middle?
Focus hive.
Okay, we have the focus hive, and then Dow lifestyle. Dow learning. We don't need this one at all, I know. Okay, the smaller publishing companies, they don't need to know about each tiny publishing company. They just need to know that we do publishing. They don't need to know about the smaller versions of music and news. They don't need to know the smaller pieces of news. Dow Fruit, I do feel they need to know about this one. And even Dow Ninja, the fact that they can hire developers. Yeah, they can sell our developers. Okay, Dow Spaces. I do need somebody to help with this, but don't need that.
So I was talking to a Chinese candidate, and she saw my convo with Sammy in a group chat, and she's like, "Wow, you can speak English like that?"
That's pretty cool.
And she's, and then and then I was like, "Yeah, you can do that too. I have been put like 10 years of effort on that." So if you join us, we have a very international team, and then we are very open-minded and feel just chill and relax and social with them. You're able to do that as well. She's like, "Yes, that was awesome."
I actually felt the same way when I saw Sammy reply to you in Chinese. I was like, "Whoa!" He replied to her in Chinese.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he knows a few words like 你好, 国庆
Oh,
节
that's
快乐 means Happy National Day.
so. That's
And
it.
then, uh-huh. Yeah, and then now she says, I will really definitely work very hard. And she's like, I want to take notes in your Ignite Curiosity class. Do you have like paper notes? I'm afraid I can't understand English, blah, blah, blah. And then she was like, and then she was checking and make sure she's able to get onto the meeting on Monday.
I
Send her the
wonder.
link.
I wonder how we can do our translation because I think the translation works now. Like I think this very moment, it could be transcribing the words I'm saying even right now into another language. Because you could be speaking English and she could just read it in Chinese.
In the live, yes. In the meeting, no.
Oh. Well, I guess I should do a live next time. Because
Yeah.
you could even show her this and say, I'm on right now with an American, but you can read along and watch in Chinese.
Right. Right. I think why I didn't want to do like Ignite Curiosity as a live is because I can't see the name of the participants and they are only able to type in question that so it's more like me talking the whole time. But I
No,
would
I
rather have
disagree. I disagree. You can get someone like Millette or Richie to um, co-facilitate the class with you.
mm,
And then while you're coaching, that other person could be relaying the questions over to you.
I see. So I would have like one person that's a helper and then like the audience could type in questions and then Malek could help organize the questions for me and I will answer them and she can
Yeah,
um,
you can even have multiple
type it.
people. You can have one for
Right,
China, one for the Philippines,
right,
and you can choose in there who's a manager of the live event. So you can have one Chinese
right,
person, and they might respond, "Hey, the Chinese people have this question." And the Filipinos could say,
right.
"Hey, in the Philippines, we have this question." And the people can actually type to her straight in Tagalog or straight in Chinese, and then they could respond to you in English.
Okay.
Cool,
Yeah.
huh? It'll take us some time to get all that set
Yeah.
up, but you can definitely play around with it on Monday if you want.
Yes, I could definitely do that. Um, yeah, overall, I would rather to merge the Chinese people with the rest of the team
Yeah, absolutely.
and not making them feel like they are being isolated because of the language barriers. And that will help them with their languages too. Well, it's kind of late, so I think I want to hang up here.
Okay. Before you go, though, can you look at what I put on here? Is this still too much for the sales?
Let me see. Dow logistic, Dow legal, Dow finance, Dow staff,
I could make
product
Dow
share,
Learning just one piece, or should it be split up in all the little tiny groups?
mentor. Okay. I would say this is still too big for them to sell. I would say like right now we mainly have services and products in Dow Learning, correct? like
No,
DAO learning.
no. Just because that's the department you work in, that doesn't mean. I
Okay.
mean, these companies have been around forever and they
All
have
right.
employees in them full time. No, we need them sold as well.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so that looks better for DAO learning. This guy up here, he doesn't need as much. So is this still too much?
I'm reading DAO logistics, DAO legal, DAO finances. I think it's much better now. Just by simplify the DAO learning branch. DAO news group. Are you going to add more like the services they could sell after each branch? Like what could you sell after Focus Hive? What can you sell like at Steam Hive? Are you going to add that?
Yeah, I'll give them a list that they can look at, and each company will have a page on it that says the services available.
Yeah, we can work on it together tomorrow as well when I wake up. So
Yeah,
just
well,
let you know.
I just want to see your opinion before you went to bed, if this was on the right track. Cool.
Okay. Yeah, it's on the right track.
All
Okay.
right. Well, have a
Well,
good
thank
night.
you so much for your time today. All right. Have a good day. Bye.
Talk to you later. So I'm setting up a little hierarchy so our sales team understands the different services that they can sell. And then I'm going to take a screenshot of it and put it back into our proposal management board. And underneath of it, I'm going to give them some call to actions of where they could look. Once this is all done, we're going to be handing it off to some executive assistants. And then once we'll grow that, it will turn into an actual sales department. So we're training everybody in Dynamics 365. We're giving them all of the services, and then we're showing them how to outreach. And we were also teaching them grant proposal management. So we're doing quite a bit. That's why I created a whole group here called Proposal Management. And this is just covering anything to do with sales, anything to do with outreach, but it has a very heavy focus on the proposal. So DAO Spaces, I'm not really liking the name of that. Let's print it out. No. Not sure if it'll fit on one page. Let's see if it'll let me import that into Photoshop. Pretty sure it vectorizes it and kicks it over here. And I actually don't remember. I don't remember if I can export it right here. Yeah, as a PNG. So we have our folder called Proposal Management, General, Dow Business Overview. Let's save that. Alright, guess I didn't need Photoshop. Alright, those still need linked up. They need little arrows going to them. And they need their colors changed. If you do tedious stuff like this, it really organizes your company really well. Gets rid of questions that staff has, frees up your management. So I spend a lot of time on building systems, streamlining processes. So those are all green, so we'll make these green too. Gotta get the right color of green, or teal, whatever that is. Okay. Just streamlining all the colors. And this has a purple to it, actually. Don't like it though. Okay, so we will save this. I think he's ready to export now. You really should be picky on these little things. Like if that line is completely straight. See, that one's nice and straight. He's almost straight. He's not quite though. Come on, man. Well, I can click on him and... Oh, you don't need to be all the way over there though. Now he's straight. So literally, just with that little tiny change, I'm going to go back in and save it again. You guys might be wondering, this has nothing to do with sales. Oh yes, it has to do with sales. Big businesses would let you know. They definitely focus on this stuff. Like I came here to learn about sales and he's making a stupid chart. How's that going to help me make money? It'll help, guys. Put your flowcharts together. Okay. Export it again. Okay, so now we have that. I don't know if it even allows me to insert photos in here. I can have a photo up at the top. Does that really have to be all text? Well, maybe I can put a photo underneath of it. Document libraries. Documents, general. Here we go, and open. Okay, so now that we have that, maybe we add a new section that's 2 columns, and then we move this whole element into this column. And when it's 2 columns, I'd actually prefer, 1/3 and that, and then drag this guy up into that third. What did I hit? Here we go. if he's too small now. Alright, let's update it. And you can't really click on that, huh? Okay, so we will link to the actual file of this so they can see it really big. Oh, SharePoint. It's good for now. MVP 1, it is not that bad. Okay, so I'm just going to put multiple media elements over here inside of this. There was our button. A single video. Well, don't see the video here. I think she's on YouTube. Search across your channel. Let's look up DevOps. Don't think that's what I want. It's 2 hours long.
Right.
No, it's not what I want. So I think this one's it. In this tutorial, we're going to go over all the aspects that we have today, which is ever evolving and growing, using the Azure network to hold together a lot of our company and our nonprofit. Alright, let's go do a search for this video. See if we still have it on our platform. No items. How about over here? No items. So where would I have saved this guy? Don't remember. Really, we're back at page 1 again. Let's go backwards. Okay, here we go. Alright, so it's this video. Let's download it. I'm going to upload that into Microsoft Stream. So this isn't perfect for somebody in sales, but it is a good start. I don't like people commenting. Don't need to see the people in it either. So that's good. Gonna take a little break and we will be back. I'm back. Okay. Hello, Z's. Well, to register, Z's asked, how do you register on ignitecuriosity.org? You register by going to the website, and then you have to take a quiz on there. The quiz is pretty simple. We do the quiz for a few reasons. We have thousands of people that have tried to join us, and we've had this program for years. So the quiz sees if you are willing to commit yourself to a community, to use hive mentality, if you understand the basics of agile and remote workspaces. It's very simple. It's not like we're making it hard for people. We really want to train you once you get in. So if you go to Ignite Curiosity, it should walk you through it. And we want to see that people are curious before we let them in. So yeah, just explore that platform, click on the register button, go to the orientation, and essentially complete that orientation. At the end of the orientation, it will tell you to take a quiz, and in the quiz, you'll get an invite code. And that's how it works for now. We are actually changing the platform, so it's a little easier to understand. But if you're curious enough, you can figure it out for now. Okay, so let's open this back up. So here we are. We got this video rolling. Gonna change our little thumbnail. Publish it. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my videos. Let's look at this guy. Let's get his actual link. In this tutorial, for those of you guys that don't know, if you're running a company and you're international, then this is a great platform. Microsoft Stream, it actually transcribes everything. It converts it into multiple languages. We have people all over the world, and you never want to have language be a barrier in your literacy programs, in your education, in your onboarding, even in your company. And while a lot of your employees, they will fake it, they'll tell you that they speak English well. They really don't. The world is, English is the business language of the world, but it's not that strong. I'd say 40% of the workforce or less is strong in English. So having the words there beside, even for the English speakers, that helps. And then for the non-native speakers, they can choose to translate this into their own language, and they can turn on closed captioning. And that will help them quite a bit. So I do suggest using this platform over anything else. Microsoft has positioned itself as an education platform, as an onboarding platform, as a corporate GDPR platform, whereas, yes, YouTube has way more popularity, but that's more as a consumption platform, not really an education tool, not an onboarding tool, or an upskill tool. So if you run a team, I recommend this. Okay, so we're going back over here, and we are going to add a video, and it already has this here. So video is here. You usually don't want these little question marks afterwards. So we're getting rid of the question mark, and it'll still work. Single video. Okay, so we have our little map, and then we have a video explaining how the company works. And then let's put something else down here. I'd say let's put a picture of DAO Limited and a picture of DAO Learning. So, and those look like they're squares. I think a 1x1 image would work well, or even whatever this dimension is. Let's just take a picture of him. And let's go into Photoshop, new. You don't have to be exact. So 16 by 13. So if I divide that by 4, that's a 4 by 3. So if I make a 4 by 3 photo, so 1600 by 1200. So we'll make 1600 by 1200. And so we have a lot of employees that don't even know who our company is. They're working for one teeny tiny department, and it's hard to do sales when you don't know the overall company. So we have to have an internal literacy program for our own staff. Well, I told it 4 by 3. But let's try this out. Then let's just crop that up, trim it up. Oh, come on now. Oh, I guess it did do it. Okay, file, export, export as. JPEG. 50%. Proposal management, general. I don't want to clog up this area, so we're going to make a new folder and call it, let's just call it assets. And if that looks good, I'm going to repeat that for the Dow Learning website. So those are the two websites that cover all of our other websites. They're like one's a holding company, and then one is a NGO, and the NGO has a lot of small stuff attached underneath of it. Looks pretty, I like it. Then we can add a link taking people straight to Dow Limited. Okay. What's he complaining about? A screenshot of a computer. It's telling me alternative text. So that's the other thing. If you have disabled people, then these alt texts help them a lot to understand what's here. And you might not prioritize it, but that's the thing. Microsoft's very good at working with an international audience, disabled, GDPR compliant, and they're going to really make sure that you follow the rules so everybody is inclusive to use your platform. If you're a startup, you might not think this stuff is important, but if you grow just a little bit, you'd be surprised at how soon you're going to need those features. Okay, so another photo. I guess we'll go take the photo first. So now let's go on Dow Learning. Beautiful. So I learned a cool word about 6 months ago. It's called introvert. And I consider myself an introvert. Not I-N-T, but E-N-T. Introvert. Introvert. Nope, no introvert. Introvert. This is a city? Saw a cool shirt somebody was wearing. It said introvert on it. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. Because this has to do with sales. No, I don't mean intro. I mean introvert. It's just a play on words. It is an introverted entrepreneur. So, introverted entrepreneur. Introvert. Pretty sure that's what they called it, an introvert. Oh man, when I left earlier, I was going to go get some water. I should go do that now. Yeah, hold up a second. Okay. I'm back. How introverts can thrive as entrepreneurs. So, I'm streaming with you guys right now, but at the same time, I'm horrible at checking my comments, just beyond horrible. And I have this Teams platform I use to talk with people, but I block people on here. I turn them on silent. And I'm an introvert. I don't want to talk with people all the time. But as an entrepreneur, if you're a leader, if you're an owner of a business, if you're leading any department at all, you have to be an extrovert. You have to be. It's part of business. So if you want to make money, if you want to do sales, it's people. People are who buy products. Products don't buy products. People buy products. You can't go out in the forest and make money. It just does not work that way. So I learned this cool word, introvert. It meant an entrepreneur introvert. Maybe you can even look up the opposite, intrapreneur, instead of an entrepreneur. Intrapreneur. Maximize your role as an intrapreneur. Are entrepreneurs loners? Entrepreneur or intrapreneur? It then defines an entrepreneur, a person with a large corporation who takes direct responsibility in turning profitable. Well, that doesn't make sense to me. An entrepreneur to me would be somebody that focuses inward on a business instead of outward. And that's essentially what I do. I focus on my internal team a lot, and I give them training tools, and then I ask them to go out and sell programs, sell products, and all of that. So I think we're done here. We have 2 pages now. We have our original one that goes over a lot of our different programs. And then we have this second one I made for some of our sales programs. So yep, going to save it, close it out. Don't need that anymore. So I create content. I create a lot of content, and then I use that content. And as I create content, I like to do it by myself. I don't really like to work with large teams. I don't like going out in public a lot. So I write books, I make videos, I build sites. I produce a ton of content. And it's high quality content. You can see the sites that we make, very high quality. See that other site I just took you to, Dow Limited. Very high quality sites. They look beautiful. They function very well. We're great on mobile. They're great across all platforms. So I focus on this, and this is my way to be an extrovert. This is not being an extrovert. I don't have to deal with people this way. But it allows us to reach out to a very large audience. And then I do use tools like customer relationship managers, CRMs. I scale out and build very large systems. And then I meticulously add in the details to them. When you add in those details meticulously, you can run an entire business just like I have, from home, from a laptop, from email. Now, I've gone to big events. I've been in front of very large crowds, been on TV, but I don't thrive in that environment. I thrive in that when you see me there, you're going to think that I love it. You're going to think that that's who I am and that's what I do. But I'm an introvert where I do it because I know it's needed for business, and then I come right back, recharge in my quiet space. So if you want to do sales, you have to have a blend. You have to have this strategic approach like what I have, but you also need to get out in public and get in front of people. And you can achieve that in multiple ways. If you have a personality like mine where you don't like to be in public that much, then build systems. Write your ideas down and share it with people. Build websites, build apps. You have to share content. You have to somehow take what's in your mind, take what's in your heart and spirit, and you have to share that with other people. And there's multiple ways to do that. You don't just have to, you don't have to be a Gary V. You don't have to stand up in crowds every single day and yell at the top of your lungs that you do marketing or that you have products. That's actually not very normal. The loudest person in the room doesn't necessarily mean they're the smartest person in the room. And just because somebody's up on stage and they have everybody's attention, that also doesn't mean that they're the wealthiest either. If you look at companies like Levi, that they started by selling all the tools for the gold rush. The gold rush is what's the limelight, what's in front of audiences. But the people that hold the tools together that then give back to the masses, those are usually who come out wealthy in the end. And you're not going to hear this very much when you research how to do sales. You're not going to figure this out whenever you research what kind of company you should be building and putting together. So instead of trying to come up with the next iPhone, instead of trying to come up with the next social media platform or becoming an influencer, why don't you try giving a service to all those influencers to then motivate them to influence more? Be the cogs within the machine that everybody needs to function within society. And when you do that, you can be hidden behind the curtain and bringing in the wealth, and you don't have to exhaust your energy in a public-facing role. You can then give your time and energy back to your family and your loved ones. Says the man that's streaming. Okay, so let's see what we have so far. We add an image. Okay, so I think we are ready for that DAO learning image, and I moved it to a... Well, where are we? Okay, so add image, and it's on the site. It's in the documents folder. It's in the general folder. It's in the assets folder, and it's DAO learning. Open that up and then take them to DAOlearning.org. So I want to have enough stuff happening over here. So it kind of takes up that column on the page. It gives people a few links they can click on. And then over here, I will put in some more information on the possibilities. Then if we go back to our home page, that's given me a little bit more confidence that I can hire the right team to come in here. And when they click getting started, they can click here. They can now see our overview. They can watch this video. They can see the two main sites in our company. It's feeling pretty good. I definitely need to clean up this area over here. Okay, so let's go back and let's see what that introduction to proposals. Let's see what I wrote over here. I like it. Very simple. You know, I'm the one that wrote this, but I'm still looking at it from kind of an outside perspective to realize how does it fit in the whole ecosystem of what I built, so that when somebody comes here, they have multiple resources that are going to help them in their journey to become powerful. Okay, so at this point, let's think of some other resources that might be helpful in here. For example, I think somebody doing this work, I think it's going to be more helpful instead of seeing our activity here. Maybe if they have a web part that's direct access to some of these links. I at least want to see what it looks like. Yeah, like put a list in. So yeah, I don't know, list or list properties. Connect to a list on this page to dynamically display. What is this one? Add a list. Well, I think it's this one that I need. Display selected item. Really, that's it? That doesn't make sense to me. Select an item in documents to view it here. How about just a list? Yeah, this is actually what I wanted. Okay, so grant resources, opportunities, resources. Maybe that. And yeah, we don't need this one anymore. And this might be more appropriate over here in the right-hand column. See what he looks like in a smaller area. Really, I can't get smaller than that? Cool, I like it. Yeah, I want to give this equal focus to that. The activity, equal focus to the resources. Documents way down here. Maybe our activity can be less. Let's check that out. Activity. Do you give me options for this? This many items. How about 4? And then let's exchange them. Activity over there, resources over here. Feeling pretty good about that. See what she looks like on mobile. Great. Very resourceful area. I just need to fix this one little video up. Or sorry, one little article up. And the photo doesn't really make sense. Gaining clients and resources. How about we get a photo? It's a pretty photo, but it might just be confusing for people. There we go. Change image. Doesn't have the professional vibe that I want. Alright, well, let's upload one. News banner image size. Creating banners for this. Oh, I know a cool photo I have that can go in there. Looks professional, conversational, graphics. Nope. Maybe even one of these. But I think it's too small. Nope, it's big enough. I don't even remember getting that photo. So this is an article saying gaining clients and resources. Well, we are going on Elements and we're going to get a new photo. Had an idea for a photo. I'm not really feeling it though. That's a cool one. Hmm. Okay, we got some dimensions we need to use. Oh my gosh, he has so many ideas on his dimensions. I hear what he's saying. It's dynamic. So if I use a 16 by 9 or a 3 by 2 or a 4 by 3, I think it will work. I think they're assuming people aren't very good at this. And they're just making it work no matter what people put on. And it's going to move around regardless what kind of... Each device is going to look a little bit different. Okay, so if I make it 16 by 9... then assume that when it gets cropped, it might look funky. They're both having T though. I don't know, it's just weird. Looking at each other funny. I'm changing my mind on it. We're actually using this as a learning tool for learning management, not actually doing management. So I'm wondering what it's going to look like as it gets cropped in different areas. Might look funky. No, come on. Let me resize it again. Okay, update news. Now it has a professional vibe. That I'll be happy with. To gain clients, we need to do outreach across multiple platforms and appreciate the idea that chaos creates structure. How about we highlight that? How about we italicize that? Okay, now I'm just going to go into story mode. So I'm designing this so our sales team has every bit of information they need to feel like they completely own the entire sales department and they never have to ask any questions to anybody else. Did I miss the G when I built this link? Come on, G. Let's update, see if my G gets in there. That looks silly. I love using HTML. I don't know if this offers on this version HTML. I know there definitely is a backend HTML version to access all these pages, but I'd like to do it right here in this view so you guys can feel confident knowing you can do this as well. Alright, so I killed the link. Then I'm going to bring the link back. Gonna make sure I highlight every character there. Just in case it doesn't work, save that in my clipboard. All that's just retarded. Alright, we're gonna include the space beside of it. Sometimes dumb things like that fix problems. Well, I got our way around it. Oh, I see why the G's not in there. It is, but the G goes below how their line works. I see. Well, maybe we can just turn off the underline feature overall. No big deal. and the bleach method. Okay, let's look for our bleach video. So let's go to DAO management, bleach. This is a sales technique that I use. Here she is. Audio files in streams, podcast in stream. Super cool podcast. So they're saying put it in PowerPoint. Wonder what else. One of the best tools you can use when you... How do I get directly to that sucker? Here she is. Share it. There's the link for it. I wonder if I embed it. I wonder if that would work over here. I don't know if you can do embeds inside SharePoint. I'm going to update this in case I break it. Let's add it in over here. And embed. Okay, browse to the root site of your site collection. HTML field security. Click settings, click site settings. Okay, site settings. Come on, bro, don't see site settings. Alright, so let's see it again. Browse to the root site of your site collection. Where's the root site? Is that all the way back here? Is it back here? Okay, so I'm at the root. I'm at the root. Then I go here. Site settings. Okay, we found it. Click settings, site settings, and then on it, click on site collection administration. Site collection administration. Okay, we got that. Click HTML field security. HTML field security. Allow external iframes. Add SoundCloud. I don't think SoundCloud's going to be an issue. I don't think we're going to get a virus from there. And then we hit OK. So I've done this. I haven't worked with SharePoint very long, but I've worked with just computers for a really long time. So you guys following these directions, it might take you a half hour, might take you an hour. Just be patient. You got to learn how to follow directions. I'm amazing at following directions from other people. If someone puts a tutorial together, they take their time to put a whole document together like this to teach you how to do something. They probably know what they're doing. So learn to listen. Learn how to read and do exactly what they say. That goes really far in business, or just in life. Okay, so we're going to edit this again, go back down, add the embed code. Gotta go back and get it again. Take that, come back here, paste it in. Now it should work. Oh, come on, man. To the list of sites that are allowed. Okay. You can also connect to a list or a library dynamically. I don't think that's what we want, but I just was curious. I want to see what it looks like. W SoundCloud. Maybe it needs just time. Okay, we'll duplicate this and let's go backwards. Maybe not backwards. Maybe we just get rid of this, go back here. Okay, we go in here, we go to site settings. This might not be the right site setting. Only from the following domains. And is W on there? It is. Okay, so let's just go back to our main page inside proposal management. Maybe that's what it means by root. Maybe it's considering this the root. He was a little vague, I believe, on that. Browse to the root site of your site collection. Who knows? Well, he said you can also go to site what do you say you can do if you don't find it? If you don't see site settings, click site information. Site information. View all site settings. Then HTML field security. Okay, so it's not on there. So it does have its own area just for proposal management. So whatever I changed before was for the main site. Okay, so now that we're here, we need to add in SoundCloud. I don't mind leaving that SoundCloud link on that last one I was on. I don't think it's going to create any security issues. Okay, copy that again. Well, we'll go back get it from the main source. They might have messed up my code. And I still don't even know if I want this. I gotta see what it looks like to see if I like how it looks. Bleach sales training. Update. Alright, so now let's see what it looks like. One of the best tools you can use when you first meet somebody is the bleach concept. Okay, it looks good. I've done this before on other platforms, and I'm still kind of new to SharePoint. We switched our whole company about 1.5 years ago over to the Microsoft ecosystem, and we are still just getting things rolling on here. 1.5 years with a company of our size, it takes time to get everything moved over from one platform to another. Yeah, I made this sales training tool maybe 10 years ago, 15 years ago. And I still use it to this day. It's an amazing technique for sales. So anybody can look it up on, you look at me on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com, Krashnik, bleach sales technique. I'm going to copy that, put it in my links. Hello, a Frenchie. Hi, a Frenchy. Explain what I'm doing. Don't know how long ago you asked that. Well, I'm putting together a website for people to learn how to do sales. And not only for anybody to learn how to do sales, my end goal is to have an internal website so that when I hire somebody onto my sales team, they can go to this homepage and they can watch multiple tutorials from our company, and then they can go over to the Getting Started section and they can read a few different articles, whether they want to get into proposals or they want to learn how to gain clients and resources. They get very quick links to some different areas in our company. So this proposal management, let's click on it, and you'll see that we have a full comprehensive backend client relationship manager section. And then have a very quick area to access multiple resources, all of the latest activities from our entire sales team. So I'm creating an ecosystem. My end goal is to increase our ability to do sales in our company. And, I'm not sure if this will work. I assume it would, but my idea is that if I create this ecosystem, and I'm really big on culture and community. I think people that like sales are going to love and thrive in this environment. And I want to give them their own ecosystem, their own hub, their own platform that they feel like we care about them, that we provide all the links that they need, all the culture that they need, and hopefully they'll stay within our company a really long time and really appreciate the foundation that we've given them and the framework around how to handle all their client relationships. Okay, so I'm going to go back into here. This is the one I'm working on right now. I've put together quite a bit in here today. I've reorganized the structure of this. I added a new video in, and we've mainly worked, I think, on this one section here. So yeah, we built that today, added that video in. We made a few photos of the different links they can go to. I added it in one of my sales training videos. It's only about 5 minutes long. Let's see over here how long it is. 14 minutes long. Still short for how quickly you can learn some really good sales techniques. That helps a lot. Okay, so gaining clients and resources. Might even change that. Relationship management. Starting with relationship management. Relationship management. Gaining clients and resources. Company overview. Our approach to sales. Our approach and resources. And I don't need it to say that I wrote this. Just keep that empty. I think this is going to confuse people. So let's put it underneath here. Listen to the bleach method and incorporate this approach into relationship management. Then I want to list out the bullets. Let's go. Well, I'm going to bring up an area. I don't know if it's good to share. It has my back-end notes of all my passwords, so give me a second. Gotta figure out what bleach means. Okay, I don't think I'm going to share anything I shouldn't, so let's open it back up for you guys. I'm just in my OneNote. I use OneNote to keep track of a lot of stuff. So let's do a Control F, type in bleach. I've had notes inside OneNote for over 15 years. And it's just an amazing tool. It can keep audio notes. It can actually search through your audio notes. I have a horrible, horrible handwriting, and it can search through my handwriting very easily. First time consultation scripts. Hey, I didn't know we had that. That's not going to help. DevOps coaching to Team TV. See, look at this. I took a screenshot, and it can find this inside the screenshot. I mean, this is a photo. That's not text in there. It's a photo. But it literally can find that text. Content summary. Come on, why can't we find what the word bleach means? Okay, so I told it to look in all notebooks for bleach, and it did not find it. So let's go in the back end. Let's look for bleach over in my office. I do know one area it is, but I feel like that area I'm talking about is a little bit outdated. Where's my search feature here? How about just office.com? They used to have a search bar, I thought, up here. Oh, there it is. Okay, so bleach. So Lyra has it in DevOps. Let's see what's in Lyra's notebook. She might have a lot in here, actually. Look at all those notes she took. Isn't that awesome? 3 DevOps directions. SoundCloud, okay. Nope, I don't think it's in here. Alright, let's go back, see what else. Data learning, content library. Okay, well let's look on our other Office server. I'm getting a lot of tabs open. Let's close some stuff out. Clean up our workspace a little bit so it doesn't bog my computer down. Office.com over here. Okay, let's look for bleach on this side. Form Dow Dreams sales technique. I think that might be it. Nope. Nope, not that one either. Vision boards, lease agreements. Alright, well, the third place I can think of is going to be my Dropbox. Because like I said, we built this 15 years ago. It's been a while. The whole bleach technique. So if I look back on our old stuff. Projects, Dropbox. Okay, we can't find it. Okay, I got another idea. Let's look for the words befriend. Alright, no big deal. What's this called a form? Okay, so back in here, here we go. BLEACH. Twenty-one. Actually, I need to make that, just call it heading 3. Well, I'm kind of tired of working on it. I feel like we made it really far. The last little thing we have to do is build out the channels here. And I think instead of having it written like that, I should make it a list. So let's make a new list. Let's go home. Let's click on new list. Outreach channels. Let's see, we might already have something. Opportunity links. Nope. Grant resources, that's not going to be it. That's not going to be it. Opportunity links. Actually, yeah, this is it. Opportunity links. And then we can add information about each one. Okay, so let's go back to the home page and go inside of here. And let's edit this. And underneath the channels, actually you gotta put it at the bottom. And let's add a list in here. There we go, list. It's called opportunities. So I want to delete this out. There we go. Then underneath of that, I'll add some text in and paste that back in just so I have it to save for later. Let's take out. So we have LinkedIn, ladders. So LinkedIn, you're gone. Indeed's on there already. You're gone. We Work Remotely's on there. I don't think I have Facebook groups. Facebook jobs, yes, but not Facebook groups. So we'll leave this in for now. RFPs. We have both sites for RFPs. So let's take that out. Okay, Tiltify we don't have. Okay, we'll come back and update this later. Okay, I'm feeling good. So that's all we did today. My next step with this, I do feel like I'm ready. I mean, I've ran a company for 20 years, so I've had multiple stages, and I will open up projects, then I'll close them. Open, then close. And we're at a new stage in the company that just with this one little section alone, just with this one little page here with the resources I've put on it, I'm now ready to revamp my entire sales team, bring them in here, hire some new staff for it. Anytime we make this strong of a change, a shift, it's going to be a culture shift within our sales crew. So I'm going to probably groom a whole new sales team how to do this, how to utilize this section. And my next step is actually going to make a video that is going to be the very first video in here saying, welcome to proposal management. And these are all the links. This is how all of this works, all of that. So we have the nonprofit hub. We have proposal management. Let's add 2 more areas in there for this from a link. So we have multiple areas in here. So we have the talent area, attract.talent.com. So let's take that back from a link. This isn't an item. Well, I don't know if they can view it or not. We're going to save it for now, though. And I want to organize these. I want to move them around. Oh, yeah, I can. Okay, with the attract, custom image, change. Nonprofit hub, hiring. Then we also have one from a link for our sales area. So let's go to our sales hub. No, that doesn't look good. Why are those leads? That's weird. So I guess I'll move this back up to the top once our team is trained. But for now, when they're not trained, they need to do the getting started before they get access to this area. So let's put this up there, and then let's see how that looks. Looks cluttered. Let's do it the other way. Actually, we need to call that the sales hub, not sales leads. Exciting. Okay, so we'll bring the staff in here and we will share this with them. Feel pretty good with it for now. I do have one pressing thing that I want to do. I want to share all the phone numbers of how to get to our business. 929-229. Let's find where our phone number is in the business. Relationship management. Okay, and then somewhere in here, maybe we put it underneath right here. Or is this going to be confusing or helpful for our staff? Text and table. Insert a table. Trying to visualize what this is going to look like. It's going to be too confusing if I put them side by side. And can I hide the lines on the table? Don't really like how it looks. There we go. Very tiny. What's going on? How did I get to this weird page? Okay, and publish. Why is he a whole gray background? It's feeling pretty good. Okay, so they have all the phone numbers now. They have a lot of my training resources. Feeling really tight. So that's my training for today. Let's recap what we went over. This is relationship management, how to do sales. We went over the idea of being an introvert, E-N-T, where you don't have to actually go out in public to do sales. You can do everything behind the scenes. You can get people that love sales, and you have to use these type of systems. You have to use RFPs. You have to put together programs, and you have to appreciate the proposal systems that are out there, contract management systems, and use very high-end CRMs, and then treat your sales team with appreciation. Set up dashboards for them, share your philosophy and your approach, because sales is all about creating relationships. So if you have any questions with this, we do have a whole team that can piece this together for you for your own business. We also have literacy programs where we bring interns on. We do training with anybody that's interested in this. We're more than happy to share our process. We've been in business a very long time. We have plenty of training material, and we have a full nonprofit with people all over the world doing sales all the time, building relationships all the time, and we're more than happy to share our resources with you. So log on to ignitecuriosity.org and learn how you can be part of our program, learn how to get access to all these resources, and we will see you next time.